Hey guys, we came with those bros to Disneyland, the happiest place on earth. We're gonna give you the 101 on tips and hacks to have the best time here. And the first thing you need to know is that nowadays you need a reservation to come to Disneyland. Before you buy your ticket, make sure that the reservation date that you want is available. Because if you can't find a reservation for the date that you want, you won't be able to use your ticket for that day. Next, you can pay for your parking online before the day of your visit. Parking is $30. This will help you save a little time at the entrance if you buy it online. Make sure to park at the Mickey and Friends parking lot so you can be closer to the park. These are some of the tips to make the most out of your day.
Also, before you come, make sure to download the Genie app. It's gonna be very handy on your trip to Disneyland. There's a free version and a paid version, but for right now, when you're entering the park, only download the free version. The Genie will help you make the most out of your trip. Make sure that when you buy your tickets online to link them to the app. After you download the app, it will ask you a series of questions about what things you like the most. It will help you map your day and save time. Personalize an itinerary for you. But if you struggle with apps, don't worry. We'll show you what to do first to make the most out of your day. The Genie app gives you dining and attraction recommendations during the day. And we'll continue doing this during the stay of the park. These recommendations are what can save you time and attractions, letting you know which ones will take you longer to get there at the time. And if you want to know how to use the Genie, there's a video on the website. Another thing the Genie will help you with is lining lines entrances. There are 2 ways to enjoy this at your favorite attractions. You can purchase this at entry on arrival, or elegarte on the Genie app. This will help you go through the line on the most popular attractions. Save you some time, but there are restrictions. On the app, you could also see estimated waiting times on the attractions. The Genie app will help you customize your experience. It would also help you order food online and make dinner reservations, to walk up to restaurants, or join the waiting list. These are some of the great things you can do on the app. So make sure to download it one day before your arrival and check it out. And if later you decide to buy the Genie Plus app, it's also a good idea to check it out one day before your arrival, to be more familiar with it, to check the extra perks that come with it. There's also videos on the Disney website on how to use it. It doesn't matter if you get the free version or the paid version, but here's a little tip. Make sure to add your credit card to the app before your trip. This will save you time on ordering food and everything else. And now let's say this is once in a lifetime trip, and you want to make the most out of it. One of the best things you can do is arrive early. Just in case you guys have never heard of it, Disneyland has something called Drop Rope. So that means that the people here that are at least 1 hour early at the Drop Rope, they gotta go in early, not to the park, but to the town, where you can go check out the stores or get closer to the entering at opening time. So try to arrive early at least 1 hour before the park opens. Also to get in when it's less crowded, and take in consideration on the time that it takes you to park and walking to the entrance. And also walking through security will take you some time. And also remember, when you enter, you leave today. And enter the world of yesterday, tomorrow, and fantasy. And here's a tip of free stuff you could get at Disneyland. As soon as you get in, go to the main hall or one of the stores. And there are free buttons that you can get depending on your visit. There are a lot of buttons to choose from for celebrations, birthdays, and first timers. And in this case, we came for little sister's birthday, so we got free little birthday buttons. This is a merchandise that Disneyland gives away, and it's also a nice memory that you can keep to remember this day.
And guys, speaking of remembering, please remember to hit that like button and subscribe if you are liking this video and if it's being helpful to you. And don't forget to check out more videos on those bros for all the California adventures and more.
Alright guys, let's start our trip in Disneyland. And this is what we think you should do to make the best out of your day. And you can start first by going to Star Wars Galaxy Edge or to Adventureland, which are the 2 most popular places these days. You could do either, but in this case, let's do the Adventureland since it's closest to the entrance. We'll let you know which rides to go on first, early in the morning, before it gets too crowded. And one of the first rides you should take is Splash Mountain, because it's one of the most popular ones. Next, you could go to Indiana Jones, so you could skip the long lines early in the morning. And right after that, you could do the Haunted Mansion. And next, you could go to Pirates of the Caribbean, and we did it in that order because we did it from the one that takes the longest line to the shortest line. And by doing that, you will be saving some time and be ready to go to Star Wars Galaxy Edge. And the most popular rides here are the Rise of the Resistance and Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. Once you are here, do reservations first because the waiting line is around 35 to 45 minutes long. And then do Smuggler's Run in that order to save some time before the crowds get here. And by the way, if you know a trick or a way to save time at Disneyland, let us know in the comments. Anything that can help us or the audience save time and make the best out of our day at Disneyland. Just in case there is something that we are missing.
And guys, if you're finding this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to not miss any cool future adventures. It's free and it will tremendously help our channel grow.
And another tip to remember is that we're in California, and California could have all different weather seasons in one day. You could be in summer during the day and then at night in winter. So be prepared with the appropriate clothing. Bring light clothing for the day and at least a small sweater for the night. And remember that in some of the rides you might be getting wet, so bringing an extra pair of clothes wouldn't be a bad idea. And if you haven't been to these new Star Wars rides, you should really come because they were really cool. They made them in this interactive way that make the rides really fun. You can say they almost make you feel like you're in the movie. It's pretty awesome. I kinda just want to go back just to go on this ride again. And by the way guys, if you have Genie Plus, there are 3 rides that don't allow the lightning lanes. And these are the Rise of the Resistance, Web Slinger, and Radiator Racers. And remember, for all the other rides, you could also buy a la carte lightning lanes on the Genie app. And depending on the day and the ride, it costs from $7 to $15. And another good thing about Disneyland is that if you're coming with kids, you could bring in your own stroller. If you don't have one, you could also rent one from Disneyland. You are also allowed to bring your own small cooler to keep drinks in it. You can also bring a small backpack with snacks and pre-made food like sandwiches. Don't bring all the stuff that you need to make them. They need to be already made. Disneyland allows you to bring your own snacks and food. Just don't bring the stuff to make them, like a jar of ketchup, or jelly, or mayonnaise and stuff like that. Even if you don't have a baby, you could just bring your stroller and keep your stuff there and leave them outside the rides. It's pretty safe here at Disneyland.
Uh-oh, we've been caught by the new order. These people are mean.
Now under the command of the First Order. Get out now.
Another thing to bring here to Disneyland is a water container. There's a lot of free water stations all over Disneyland. You will be doing a lot of walking, and keeping yourself hydrated will be a good idea. And it will save you a little bit of mowing drinks. And these are some things that usually parks wouldn't let you come in with, but Disneyland does. And make sure to always check out the website for rules, but most of the things that we just told you, you can bring.
And hey guys, help these bros with their travels and to make more videos like this, full of adventures and good info. And if you're going to a future trip to Disneyland or somewhere adventurous, make sure to make your adventure t-shirts with us. Fully digital and customized. To order, just go to the description of this video and send us a business email. And get your family and friends some cool t-shirts. These new Star Wars rides are pretty cool. Make sure to check out the full videos of these rides in our channel after you watch this video. It's truly a good experience here at Disneyland. We had such a blast.
And if you're coming with the kiddos, it's probably better to hit Fantasyland first. Coming here early, you'll save some time and avoid the long lines that form on these very popular rides for kids. Alice in Wonderland and Peter Pan are the most popular rides for kids, so try to hit those first. Normally, Peter Pan is the busiest, so you might want to go there first. Do Alice in Wonderland next, but I'm guessing this might depend on whether you have a boy or a girl. Right after those, you should do another one that's really popular with the kids, which is Pinocchio. And then go do all the rest, like Snow White and Casey the Train and all the other rides in Fantasyland, which are less popular and normally have shorter lines. This way you'll be done with all the popular rides for the kids, and continue with the rest of your day.
Here you go guys, here's a parade that might surprise you when the gates open. You could also check the times in the parades on the Genie app, and little sis was having fun at her birthday. And check out her cool It's My Birthday button that she got in the morning.
And after that, you might want to visit Small World after all. And enjoy this water ride. It's a little cooler for the kids that have been walking all day. It's a good ride to grab a drink and just enjoy the ride. And now that I remember, on the lighting passes, there's also individual lighting passes that you can buy. You can also do this at the Genie app if you come by yourself, or if you want to take a ride that nobody else wants to take and you just want to go faster through the line. These only work for one person, so if you come in a group and nobody else wants to buy it and you want to buy it, I don't know, it might not be a good thing since you'll be probably waiting outside still for them. But hey, it's another option you have here at Disneyland. And one quick update on Mickey's Toontown is that it's gonna be closed for the rest of the year of 2022. But this wasn't stopping baby girl from still having fun at Toontown, just walking around. You can still do that. It's open from the outside, but all the rides, like I said before, they're gonna be closed and nowhere on when they're gonna be done for remodeling. So keep that in mind when you're coming to Disneyland. This place is gonna be closed for a while. Right now, we actually were able to get to some of the rides that were still open, but most of them are closed. But anyways, at Disneyland, you will never get to see everything in one day. You probably need a couple days to do that. And if you're coming from out of town and you only have one day, just try to make the best out of it. Keep that in mind. You won't be able to see everything in one day. Because on Disneyland, besides the attractions, there's also a lot of things to do outside, a lot of activities, restaurants, shops, and occasionally you will see a parade. And one good thing about 2022 is that the characters are coming back. They're gonna be out and about again with you guys to take pictures, greet the kids, and just, probably hugs are coming back too soon. For kids and some adults to enjoy their favorite character at Disneyland again. And one thing, guys, remember that at Disneyland there's wildlife around that is not part of the attractions. Like this mama duck with her duckies. Just let them be, take pictures from far away. Leave them alone. So take your videos or photos at a distance and just keep enjoying the rest of your day. By the way, all the staff at Disneyland is pretty great, very informative and helpful. So if you have any questions or info you want to get, don't hesitate to just reach them. And let them lead you into the magic of Disneyland. Hey guys, say hi to the nice lady on our boat ride tour. She was super nice leading us into the Storybook Tales here at Storybook Land.
And don't forget to catch the train that takes you all around Disneyland. It stops in every section they have. It's a nice thing to do when you and the kids are tired and you just want to take a stroll around Disneyland. And as you can see, Storyland also has its own train ride that you can take for a magical stroll around this section of Disneyland. And if you're coming from out of town and you don't want to stay at the resorts and you want to save some bucks on your stay, you can always stay at some of the hotels that are near Disneyland. We have some recommendations. Staying at the resorts is super nice, but if you can't afford that, here are some other options. First one is the Days Inn and Suite by Wyndham in Anaheim. And the reason we have picked this one first is because they have free parking, which is rare to find near Disneyland. This will save you money on parking because parking can get kind of expensive, and they have shuttles that will take you to the park. And for all these reasons, this one is our first choice. Alamo Inn Suites is also another good choice, and also King's Inn Hotel. Both of these places have $10 parking per day. It's a pretty good deal for parking, and you can also take the shuttle that will take you to the park. All of these are great choices. The hotels are really nice and they're close to the park. The section that we think you should do last is Tomorrowland. We'll tell you at the end of the Tomorrowland tour exactly why.
But first, we're going to give you a list of things that you might need on your trip to Disneyland. Like a poncho, because like my bros said, California can have all seasons in one day. And a few of these things we have mentioned before, but it's just so you can make a list. These things you might want to put in your list: a hat, sunblock, and a small umbrella. Comfortable shoes, extra clothing, a stroller for your kids in case they don't want to take a nap during the day, or maybe if they're just tired of walking. Or Tylenol in case you get muscle pains from walking. Or some Pepto in case your stomach feels really bad of all the food that you're going to be eating. A sweater and a battery charger for your phone because you'll be using it a lot. That way you'll always have your phone with a full charge. And very importantly, don't forget your drinks and snacks. And that's our list. Let us know in the comments if you have something else that people should bring.
And while those bros take this ride, we're going to give you some more tips on how to save some money on your trip here. Normally when you come to Disneyland, kids see all these things that they want, like balloons, lights, and toys, and all kinds of Disneyland merchandise that they will want. The tip here is to come prepared by buying things ahead of time, either on Amazon or Walmart or one of these places for cheaper. Or even at the 99-cent store, you can find things like glow sticks and balloons, things that kids would get entertained with at Disneyland. This could save you some money as things at Disneyland are very expensive. But if you still want to buy the things at the park, we would recommend you buy that towards the end, because bulky items like balloons and big toys can be kind of a hassle to carry on the rides. And one more thing, if you're coming from out of town and you couldn't bring your stroller, you could either buy one off of OfferUp that you can later resell, or you can rent one at the park. And now here's the reason why we think you should do Tomorrowland at the end. So you can be near the castle where they do the Main Street lighting show. And from here you can also watch the electrical parade that goes around Disney. You can do that first and then stay here to watch the Disney Forever lighting show. Make sure to arrive here early so you can get a good spot, because it will get crowded at the time of the show. Disneyland Forever runs from Friday to Sunday only at 9 p.m. That's why it's a good idea to do Tomorrowland last and stay around here. And one good thing about this year is that the Fantasmic show is coming back to Disneyland. They're going to be having 2 shows per day. So for all the people that were waiting for this, it's finally back. Before I forget, when you're planning your trip to Disneyland, don't forget that kids 2 and younger are free. And the last tip, it's a really important one. When you buy your tickets, make sure you check the closing time for that day, because sometimes they have special events and they close earlier. Unfortunately, we learned this the hard way. We didn't check for the times, and our day at Disneyland ended up really early at 8 p.m. because they had a Valentine's Day event that night. So make sure to check for that, because normally Disneyland closes between 10 or 12. We lost a lot of time that we could have been having fun because we didn't check this. And Disneyland doesn't tell you this at the entrance. You have to be looking out for this yourself. And tickets are the same price even if they close earlier. But oh well. Once the park is closed, you can also take a walk around downtown Disney that is just outside the parks. And it closes at 1 p.m. You can take a walk around the restaurants and stores and buy your last things at the Disney shop they have there. The House of Blues is there, and around that town there's a lot of activity going on. So if you guys still have some energy, it's a nice thing to do after Disneyland. Downtown Disney is a really cool spot, so you should definitely do it if you can, or if it's your only day here in Anaheim. We hope all these tips and hacks help you on your next visit to Disneyland. Don't forget, if this video is helpful to you, please subscribe and hit like and share our channel so that you can help us grow and help bring you guys more adventures like this one.
That's right, guys. Check out Those Bros channel for more adventures in California, Hawaii, and soon in Costa Rica. Or you can also check out the full video of this lighting show at the end of the night in Disneyland. We had a great day here and hope that you guys will have one too, and that all the tips and hacks will help you on your trip. Life is beautiful, so come see it with Those Bros.
Alright guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video.
Those Bros, we out.
Bye bye, brothers. See you next video.